Well, that was an amazing meeting of the Transport and Infrastructure Committee. Basically, it was like being young again. We got through the formalities. We had a very interesting presentation from the Environment Agency and our own flood operating officer about floods and water management. Now, we invited them to come and talk to us, but the Environment Agency wanted to plug the laptop in to show pictures on the screen. Now, remember, we've invited them to come. So, a fairly junior member of staff just said it couldn't be done because we had to record the meeting via the Teams function that was set up for the screen. Well, you can imagine my rather sardonic comment around that we were here to listen to the people we'd invited and were going to make a decision around, and that the law doesn't require us to record a meeting. Fortunately for me, the chairman, who is still fairly fresh into the game, took the view that I was right, and we allowed the meeting to go ahead in the manner that we wanted. That's just this place to a T, though. Process before function, before making decisions or understanding anything. We've got to follow a process that we members haven't even agreed. Then we moved on to the street charter. Basically, it's about not having too much clutter in the streets, particularly to help those with a visual disability. It wasn't too bad, actually, but we came across what we all know is a problem, wheelie bins blocking so many pavements. I reminded my colleagues that when we introduced the wheelie bins some 30 odd years ago, I had warned that this was going to happen and that the policy of collecting from the edge of curtilage closest to where the bin had been collected before would be replaced by people just bugging them on the verges, and that our lads wouldn't object because it made their job easier and quicker. Anyway, I'm vastly reassured that the answer to the fact that we haven't managed to deliver on the policy successfully in 30 years is now covered off by the fact that it's in a charter, and as it's in a charter, we're going to sort it. Well, let's hope that we do, but I'll not hold my breath. And then we went back 38 years to when I was a young councillor on the Housing Committee. We wanted to do combined heat and power. We thought it was an ecologically aware and financially helpful system even back then. So the entire Housing Committee traipsed off to Sheffield to have a look at it, and we were actually very impressed. And the years went by and nothing happened, as we've come to expect, I guess, from this place. Honorary Alderman Inglis reminds me that he tried to set up similar for the Thornton Street blocks of accommodation using the spare heating from Hull Royal Infirmary some 28 odd years ago, and the officers said no. At least on that occasion it was a flat no rather than we can. Anyway, all is well. The government's on the case and offering money, so suddenly Hull City Council, basically a branch of the government nowadays, has decided that we're all in favour of them because there's Wonga available. Hey ho! Anyway, it's still the right idea, even if we could have been ahead of the curve very many decades ago, and how many people would have benefited from that.